Hey guys, it's Moses and welcome back to another Sim house build. This week's video we're doing like a townhouse, like kind of the ones you'd find in the American suburbs, I guess. I mean it's well, I've seen them. There could be in other places that look just like this, I suppose. I don't really know. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing a townhouse. It is gonna be like a, I don't know, two-part video maybe, because it's not really just one house. There will be more, so you'll see like one section of this building currently I won't even be using for this there. That little section there on the right hand side is what I won't be using at all. I will be using it for the other house though. It will obviously get a little bit bigger. That's a bit too small. But for now, it's just going to be this left-hand side. I'm thinking of adding two other houses, one to the right of this one and one below. Although the one below might be like a bar or something. We'll see. So yeah, I just wanted to say like the views and stuff that I've been getting and some comments and likes on my previous video. I really appreciate that stuff. Like I said, long story short, can't really afford to keep our internet, so I have to go to a friend to upload these. So when I see stuff like that, it makes me happy. So yeah, thanks a lot for the support. Got a few subscribers, got quite a few views, and quite a few likes. So yeah, that just makes it so worth it. And when I saw that, I immediately decided, you know what, I want to do another video right now, and so I did the townhouse. So basically, with this townhouse, I specifically try to create small spaces and try to work with that. It's easy having a nice big room or a nice house and kind of filling it up, but when it's really small, you've got to compensate with a few things. And I had really fun. I had really fun. Now that is just the best grammar you'll ever hear. I had a lot of fun doing this. I generally actually never go for such small houses. I don't know. It was really different, and it actually turned out really well. So basically, like the interior style was, I'd say, average in terms of like what you'd find in how do you put it, like just an average household, not a rich person, not a poor person, just like average. I'd say the most fanciest part is probably that lounge there. It's got probably the nicest stuff in, and the rest of the house is pretty average, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, so interior, I try to stick with wooden floors for the entire first floor because it is a townhouse, and I believe these things are usually pretty old. So when you go inside, most of what's in there will be pretty old as well. Obviously stuff like lights and that's easy to replace. So I didn't mind too much about the lights. I did try and keep them slightly old school. But the rest of it, doesn't really matter. I did stick to the theme though, and turned out quite well. That, I don't know, that little nook there, whatever it was, by the window, that just turned out really well. I don't know, the curtains really did it for me. This little small gap, I had no idea what to put. I didn't want to put another plant there, actually, pot plant, because that room already had quite a bit. But I don't know. I guess it wasn't too bad after all. Really tiny bathroom. Alright, so this is just like that first floor if a guest really needs to go take a leak or something. Here's a bathroom. Really small. It's just got a toilet and a sink in. I don't know. I mean, we had a bathroom about this size in one of our old houses we used to live in. It was like a bathroom underneath the stairs. There was literally no room to navigate if that door was open. I mean, if you were sitting on the toilet and someone opened that door, they'd break your foot. It was that small. So I didn't worry too much about the size of that bathroom because it is something that you would stumble across in real life. Don't know why this took me so long to figure out here in the dining room to just turn the table. which I managed to do there. Yeah, so the dining room was a little bit squashed. A little bit very squashed. There just wasn't much I could do about it. It had to be a four-seated table. It just had to be, so I didn't want to make it like one of those small little tables. And I didn't want to go and stick the table against the wall, because I could have done that, but yeah, it just didn't really feel right. I did go through and like camera view or whatever, and walk through there. It's not spacious, but it's doable. It seems realistic enough to have all of that stuff in there. So yeah, I think this room's fine. I do have to say I'm not a fan of the chairs, but I just couldn't find anything else. Either the chairs were too fancy or too ugly, or just too old, like antique looking, and those would have been alright if I could just get different colors. I still don't understand why, in Sims 3 they allowed you to pretty much modify the colors of anything, because some objects have like a primary and a secondary color, and you can't really choose. I mean, you can just choose between the different sets, but you can't choose them individually, and that sucks. That really, really sucks, because the amount of just breathing space it would create if you were able to pick those two colors individually, man, just the amount of options would have been just amazing. I couldn't understand why that microwave didn't want to go there. I mean, move objects is on, but that thing just refused. It was like, nah, not today. I'm not going there. Anyways, so the kitchen was also pretty old school, but I like it. I like how it turned out. You'll see the screenshots. The kitchen looks quite nice. Didn't put too much clutter in. Again, that cereal box that I put there in the corner just now, still one of my favorite items in the whole game, most definitely. And yeah, I didn't really leave anything out this time. I think I put most stuff in during the actual speed build, and there's one or two stuff on the outside of the house that I do put in after the video, but again, that's all subject to change, seeing as this is like basically still pod 1. There will be more added to this. So this isn't going to be the complete finished building, but it is the complete finished house. The one house of the building. This bathroom gave me nightmares. I think it's going to continue to give me nightmares. I absolutely did not want to extend the wall into that one room, but eventually I just had to. There was just no ways that it was all gonna fit in there, in that little bathroom. It might have actually worked if I had like moved object stuff through the wall and blah blah blah, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna force a squeeze that badly. I'd rather just kind of alter the one room a bit, and I guess it turned out fine. You'll see the room which I'm kind of expanding into now. I kind of decorate it in such a way that it looks alright. And yeah, I removed that wall because that one corner there by the shower, it just felt so strange and awkward. So yeah, I was just like, nah, you know what? I'll deal with this little wall when I'm actually decorating the room, which I decided to do straight away, just so that wall could stop bothering me in my thoughts. So yeah, I decided to just make it a kid's room. I don't know why. I could have made it into so many other things, but I haven't really made any kids room yet, so I was like, yeah, well, why not? I wanted to actually use that lamp. I kind of forgot. This little light, I thought it was like the perfect little night light. It looks like a night light. It's a little small light that doesn't emit too much light. I don't know. I had one of those as a kid. I don't know if you guys had. Mine was like a little bus with school kids on it or something. It's a weird little bus thing that had a light inside. Really cool, but those things are actually quite filthy, man, because they just attract moths and then they go sit inside that thing. Oh, it's disgusting. Don't get night lights for your kids. Just make them sleep in the dark. Life sucks. Just have to get used to it. Yeah, night lights are gross. At least the one I had was gross. Can't believe I had one of those. And yeah, I didn't want to again use another pot plant, so I kind of try to go for a a counter, not a counter, like an end table kind of thing decorated. That turned out quite nice. The camera there with just the rose. I don't know, it was just the perfect two. And there we go. You see the room, and you will see it in the screenshots again. Even with that little weird bulging piece of wall, it wasn't too bad. I guess the master bathroom, I was gonna connect this to the master bedroom, which I could have, but I decided, I don't know, it's such a small house. If I don't know, I just expect a small house like this to have a separate bathroom to the main bedroom. What did happen though, and I do believe it won't be a problem. I'm gonna hope that it's not a problem. I actually haven't fully checked the video yet. Just as I stopped recording on the one part, just to take a quick breather, the game crashed. DX Story can be a problem sometimes. I won't lie. I must say, of late it's not been so bad, but it has its moments. So this bedroom is... See, this is not a fancy bedroom, but this is what you call just an average bedroom. I mean, I've seen a lot worse. So, I don't know, in my opinion, this bedroom was... I don't mean it looks bad the way I built it. I just mean, it's not something fancy and great and amazing. It's just a regular bedroom. I mean, most of the stuff in this house is regular. I try to make it authentic. Get it to look like something you'd actually see if you were to go in a townhouse. Again, I've never actually been inside of a townhouse, or one like this. South Africa doesn't really have that. We've got like our city with I guess there might be townhouses in there, but South African cities are, to say the least, absolutely disgusting. I think rather go live in the sand, to be quite honest. The cities are vile, wretched places. Don't ever go there if you visit here. Don't ever visit here, as a matter of fact. But if you do, don't ever go into the city. Yeah, so this was the house. Oh, this window was a bit problematic. I did fix it. I think this is where it crashed. Now, I don't remember if I fixed the window before or after. No, okay, it was before. So here we are, the screenshots, the front of the house. All of this will change. Do remember that there will still be a bit of stuff added on, so it probably won't look like this later on. Yeah, so it's just the front. I don't really show the back and the sides because, again, it will change and probably look different. So this is when you walk in. You got the staircase right there, and as you go to the left, you've got this little, little nook. TV room. Quite a nice room, I have to say. Nicest in the house. This was a squeeze, but like I said, going through in Sims view, it worked. And the little bathroom, as you can see, it's quite small, but it is doable. We had something like that. Our kitchen, quite fond of this. It is very, old looking and not the nicest kitchen, but it feels like an authentic and real kitchen. So this is when you walk up the stairs and greeted by this room. That was the first door you were looking at, which is the master bedroom. It's alright. It's a normal bedroom. So this is facing down the hall. Then as you go to the first door, you'll get the main bathroom, which is like a bath shower in it, and pretty much just basics, nothing too fancy. The second door on the right, which is the kids' room, which, like I said, even with the little wall poking out, it turned out quite well. I don't know, I like it. Really looks nice. And then the, I guess, guest bathroom, the smaller one. The bird's eye view, there we go. Bird's eye view ones. And anyways, guys, I hope that you did enjoy this build. There will be more coming of this exact same lot, so do stick around. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. This is Moses getting ready to bounce.